Horses throughout history have changed drastically. According to the American Horse Council, approximately 4.6 million Americans work in the horse industry in one way or another. The U.S. horse industry has an economic effect of $39 billion annually on just 9 million American horses. There are approximately 58 million horses in the world, and the vast majority are cared for by humans. The domestication of horses dates back to prehistoric times. Although no one is sure about when the first horse was domesticated, they know that it happened in Western Europe. Horses first began as prey and then transformed to a means of transportation and communication. The Khan Academy says that horses allowed the Persian Empire to travel 1,700 miles in 7 days compared to the original 90 days it took on foot. The Khan Academy also says that the horse helped to advance human communication and transport, accelerating global change. As you can see in the bottom of my slide, cave paintings depicting horses and early humans can be found worldwide. There are several breeds in the picture and several different cave paintings. Horses greatly decreased the time it took to send messages over long distances. Khan Academy says that horses were used in Athens, Greece around 490 BCE. They helped increase distance traveled and cut time drastically. The average horse can travel 4 to 55 miles per hour depending on the gait. They also have the strength to pull carts, which was desirable in ancient Greece. They were also used in the Olympic Games in the past and in the present. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, during chariot races, 4 to 6 gladiators would compete in a 6-lap race. Each cart had 2 to 4 horses, and the horses would pull the carts at a fast pace in close quarters. Horses were also used for other Olympic games, but the cart races are the most known. They also were used to pull carts carrying goods to sell at the market. There is also evidence that lactating mares were milked for the consumption of their milk. According to the Khan Academy, in 5000 BCE, in an area known as Kazakhstan, the first known evidence of the horse domestication was found. Thousands of bones were recovered, indicating they were raised for food and milk. Eventually, horses were used for warfare. The Native Americans used horses to travel across the plains, and they also used them to defend their territory. The Spanish used horses to explore North America during Christopher Columbus's voyage. He also is responsible for the wild population of Mustangs that are found in the western states today. The European used mountain warriors draped in metal armor crafted by blacksmiths. These men later became the King's Knights. All this information can be found on the Khan Academy's website. Now I want to discuss the evolution of the average horse. Selective breeding for highly desirable traits is the main reason why horses have evolved so much today. These hybrid breeds are meant to be stronger, bigger, and have greater endurance. Many breeders also focus on breeding for specific colors or markings to make the greatest profit. White, also known as chrome, is the most desirable trait. One of my examples, sport ponies, are a good example of crossbreeding. They have a full-sized horse father and a mother who is a pony. This makes the foal bigger, more athletic, and stronger, but the foal will also fall into the pony category. Pictured above, you can see a cross known as a Frisian sport horse. They're highly desirable in the equestrian world. One parent is a Friesian and the other parent is a warm blood. This allows for an athletic build and pinto coloring, which is the black and white, but with the movement of a Friesian. Man has also created new breeds to fit specific purposes. Almost every breed other than draft horses originate from thoroughbreds or Arabians. They're the two oldest breeds known to man. Thoroughbreds are your classic racehorse, as seen below. Horses have transitioned from work-oriented to sport-oriented and also play a huge role in social game. They are now used in competitions such as show jumping, dressage, eventing, and polo matches. Horses are commonly purchased for companionship only now. They're slowly becoming woman's best friend. I know from personal experience that 1 hour very quickly turns into 4 hours when you're spending time with your horse. And that's my horse right there. Horses in the 21st century are very different from the first domestic horses. They're bigger, stronger, and live a pampered lifestyle. Although horse slaughter in the U.S. is illegal, it still occurs in Mexico and Canada. American horses are often the victims of this brutal, inhumane process. Horses compete in many different competitions depending on their ability. The highest ever recorded horse jump was 8 feet 1 inches. This can be found in the Guinness Book of World Records, and the horse's name was Jose. He was a thoroughbred. The jump happened February 5th, 1949. New care technology and standards have also helped horses to compete at higher levels. Cool laser technology is used on horses to loosen up their muscles in both their legs and their body after competing at high levels of strain. Horses are also commonly given injections in their hocks to help with bone splints and any kind of pain they may have caused by jumping at high levels. Depo is the most common medication they are given. Special diets are now very common. Horses are given alpha for added energy, supplements to help with weight, coat consistency, joints, temperament, and many other issues. It's also common for mares with attitude issues to be given Mare Magic, which is a supplement. Cooling paste is also used on leg tendons to stop swelling and pain. It's most common in horses that are used for barrel racing and cow herding, that they need to stop quickly and then go. Horses now train harder and longer due to increased pressure to succeed in competitions. Show records are huge, and they also determine the profit. Racehorses are pushed the hardest out of any horses. They start training at 1 to 2 years old and may race until they're 4 years old. They commonly train in water because it helps reduce the stress on their tendons so they can race longer. And they're also trained on treadmills, as seen below, to help with endurance training over long distance without a rider. Some horses are still used for transportation in communities such as the Amish, but draft horses, which commonly pulled plows and stuff like that, have been replaced by tractors for the most part. Saddlebreds are one of the few breeds in which they still perform the same job, which is seen above, driving a cart. In conclusion, I discussed the first domestic horses, the evolution of the horse, and the 21st century horse. Horses have changed drastically and continue to evolve daily, becoming stronger, bigger, and more athletic. Yeah. Okay. There's everyone. Okay. Press that.
The record button's right here.